What's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of Zyori Vlogs. It's been a while since we've chatted on this venue, but I wanted to give you guys an update tonight of all nights, the night before I leave for PAX East 2013. I'm filled to the brim with excitement. It's going to be an awesome event. I had a blast at PAX East 2012, and 2013 is going to be even bigger and better. So I want to talk about a couple of things here. Most importantly, IPL6. Of course, it was canceled a couple of weeks ago. It's old news now, but it's still relevant to us over here at ZyoriTV. A lot of people got boned by that, canceling the event less than a month in advance. Of course, many of people had non-refundable plane tickets, and we were one such group. We were at about $500 across the three of us that were going in airline cancellation fees, and there were a lot of people that had it way worse. I remember reading on the StarCraft subreddit a couple of people from Australia and various other international travelers that were out a significantly larger amount of money with those like 2K round-trip tickets. I can't even imagine how angry I would be. It's really unfortunate, though. And I think the most frustrating part was that some people had the forethought to kind of see that there was potential for this to happen. Of course, IGN was bought out by Ziff Davis not so long ago, a couple of months ago. And a lot of people were worried about what would happen with IPL because, IGN's been fairly vocal about IPL and it being a not so profitable venture. They weren't expecting to see a profit on the IPL series until about IPL 10, or at least that's what I've heard through the grapevine. And of course, beyond IPL 6, it is still a loss leader style event. And I think Ziff Davis said something like, ain't nobody got time for that. And it's really unfortunate because there were some people that asked IGN, so is this Ziff Davis buyout going to have anything to do with IPL? It's coming up soon. They're like, no, it's all done. It's all set in stone. That all the Ziff Davis stuff is not going to kick in till later after IPL 6 is already done. A bunch of cod swallow. That's the word. I was going to say cod swallow, Hagrid style. It's no good. That's really unfortunate. So with that, it has all come full circle. One of our travelers to PAX East, unfortunately, is not going to be able to make it here under the ZyoriTV flag. He had sort of a circle of flights, a circle of one-ways between Vegas, Philly, and Boston, and then I'm getting back home that really got fouled up by IPL getting canceled. And he came down to either having to buy additional one-ways to make it back home or just canceling the trip and making it kind of a break-even. So unfortunately, he canceled. So it's just going to be myself and one other. Mr. Seth King will be joining us for some photography and press coverage. And, of course, we will be joined by our huge group of IRL friends that are going to be attending as well. PAX is going to be awesome this year. There are so many big game publishers there. Blizzard's going to be announcing something new. Who knows what it could be? Could it be Blizzard All-Stars? I almost said Dota All-Stars, but no. Trademarking. Of course, Riot's going to be there with one of the biggest booths, and it's rumored S2 Games going to be there. A little bit of Heroes of New Earth action. I am pumped up to see all of those familiar faces, see all of my friends in the esports scene. Twitch TV crew going to be there in full swing as well. For this PAX, of course, we are going to be doing just a lot of general media coverage. That means articles, that means motion graphics content, a fuck ton of pictures, but we're going to focus a lot on cosplay. Of course, at KatsuCon 2013, just a couple months ago, we did our cosplay spotlight featuring Jinx. She did that beautiful Ash costume that we featured all over our website, and it was a huge success, hugely popular. I couldn't believe it. We've never really focused on cosplay before, but a couple of the newer members of our organization kind of turned us onto it, and boy, have we been missing out. Cosplay is way more intense than I ever thought it was. I'm personally not a big Halloween guy, not big into the costumes, but I can at least now appreciate the hard work that goes into some of these other costumes that people create, and we're very excited to be doing another cosplay spotlight coming up at this PAX. Maybe even two cosplay spotlights. Shit, if there's enough good costumes, we'll check it out. I really want to get a lot of good motion graphics content during the cosplay contest and the various other kind of interesting things that happen over at PAX. So if you're going to be at the event, stop by, be on the prowl for Dread, ZyoriTV shirts, and blazers. All three of those should be associated with our crowd. Stop by, we'll grab a beer, we'll chat, maybe I'll give you a t-shirt. It'll be awesome. Get your Riot skins. I believe there's going to be a Sivir skin. If you're not going to be there, of course, you can watch at home on Twitch TV. They're going to be doing full coverage of PAX. A lot of the panels will be streamed live for those of you at home that aren't able to make it out to Boston this week before Easter. Other than that, I do want to talk about SimCity here for just a moment. Of course, the SimCity 2013 game that just came out. Oh, but about 2 weeks ago now. Is it not even at the 2-week mark? It had the notably bad launch with a similar flavor to that of Diablo 3. Of course, the always-on direct retail management, DRM, is that right? Digital retail management, something close to that. Unfortunately, not so popular. Underestimating how many people are going to start playing their game, tank the servers, and it was another failed launch. I, on the other hand, though, didn't have any problems. Waited a couple days, and I've been loving it. I've been soaking up the SimCity action. If you haven't played it, if you're curious, if you haven't watched any of the hundreds of streams that have been on Twitch, check out the last episode of News Report, the most recent video on our YouTube channel. I think it's number 28. It's the SimCity special where Hyper and I play SimCity. I'll be honest, it's not much news reporting and mostly SimCity reporting. Surprisingly good game. I do have an article maybe 75% done, kind of reviewing and giving my input. It's sort of a weird review because it looks at it from the angle of going from multiplayer MOBA games to having the nice single-player environment. A big fan of the new SimCity game. That SimCity subreddit, though, they're a little bit more brutal than I am. Of course, DRM's not so good. The always online DRM, I should say. Maxis and EA kind of don't have the greatest reputation, but still just a fabulous game. I think the gameplay really just overtakes all that negative stuff about the sort of lack of refunds and all the other negative stuff you're hearing about SimCity. Just wanted to mention that we will have an article coming out before too long, talking about the features of SimCity 2013. You can also keep your eye out for a PAX sort of preview article, some of the hot stuff that's going to be there that you're not going to want to miss if you're at the event or if you're watching at home, and that should be posted in probably about an hour or so later tonight. Other than that, guys, ZyoriTV's chugging along full steam ahead. Unfortunately, we did drop League Live from the roster. The Angel Vigil, not the most reliable of guys. He 100% flaked out on us. Didn't even have the brass to tell me he was quitting to my face. He had a friend tell me for him. So, not trying to throw him under the bus, but with that, League Live, I can't continue without your host. I mean, come on. So we are looking to replace the League Live series. We do have an idea in the works, but not quite ready to be announced. So we do have some other content coming up on the Twitch TV channel. Of course, Kiori just did his Red Nose Day charity streaming marathon. He did not reach his €1,000 goal, but he did raise €350 for charity, which is absolutely fantastic. And we do applaud his 24-hour streaming efforts, and I would label it a success. I think he had a fun time, and of course, any money gained for charity is a good thing. Nick Anderson and Aurora Picard are churning out the articles, more content on ZyoriTV. Not quite every day, but every other day, I'd say. There's something new posted. So make sure you follow at the social media and as well check out the website for all things ZyoriTV. And of course, when we're at events, for all things PAX coming up this weekend. But that's about it, guys. Hopefully I can stop slacking on the vlogging. I know I've been trying to do it every other week, but oh god, it just keeps getting pushed off. It's such a low priority. It just keeps getting pushed to the side. But we should have even more content rolling out for you guys. So pumped for PAX. Hope to see at least a couple of you guys out there. But until then, guys, we will see you on another cast.